Run away if you see this while shopping for a new home. Your dream home's beautiful exterior might be hiding a horror show. Prospective homeowners might think they've covered their due diligence by. Yet buyers will need to dig below the surface to find the real deal breakers, including shoddy construction and unreported property damage. Depending on what those home buyers find, they'll have to make a choice: negotiate with the seller to address the problem or walk away from the sale. Until you. Here are 3 signs that you may need to cut bait on the home you want to buy. If the real estate listing advertises a new kitchen or a newly finished basement, make sure those updates were made legally. Permits generally are required by state and local jurisdictions to ensure that new additions, remodeling jobs, and new electric and plumbing work meet building safety codes. Once the home project is complete, an inspector from your local building authority is supposed to review the work and then close the permit if everything is up to code. Related video: what you need to know before getting into housing market. The national average cost of obtaining a building permit is $1,036, according to Home Advisor. If the prior owner of your home didn't obtain the appropriate permits, your dwelling's new kitchen might be rife with structural problems. Worse yet, your city's inspector might bring the project up to code. Perhaps you're buying a house and it has an open permit. That means that don't just ask about the permits, ask about the contractors behind the project and make sure they are licensed in your state and locality, said Douglas Miller, a real estate attorney in Minneapolis. Licensed contractors typically must pass an exam and pay a licensing fee, and are required to be bonded and insured. If property disclosure statements, which you can obtain from the seller of the home, spell out certain flaws with the home, including lead-based paint and asbestos. If you really want to get into the weeds, ask about the comprehensive loss underwriting exchange or CLUE report, which details up to 7 years' worth of home insurance claims for that dwelling. Whether it's structural problems or bug infestations, the basement of a new home will tell you what you need to know. Be on the lookout for horizontal cracks in the foundation. If it's a finished basement, pay close attention to musty odors and stains on the walls, which may suggest water damage, he said. Examine the main beam that runs the length of the home. Wood beams in an older home are especially susceptible to damage from water and insects. Carpenter.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.